Hi, everybody. Adam from the Way Public Library here. Today we're going to talk about the Libby app. Last time we looked at the Ohio Digital Library and all the content you can get there with just your library card. Well, the Libby app is going to take all of that same content and translate it to your phone or your tablet in a layout that's a little cleaner and a little simpler for your device. If you've already used the Overdrive app, you don't necessarily have to switch over to Libby unless you like what you see today. The content is exactly the same. If on the Ohio Digital Library you've already checked out or placed something on hold, when you sign into Libby, you'll see it's all right there waiting for you. It's all account-based, set up around your library card. I think it's pretty easy to use, but I hope you're able to learn something today from what we cover. And if you have questions, I encourage you to reach out to us at the Way Public Library for any help. You can find us on Facebook. You can find our website at waylibrary.info. And if you're looking for these services, please remember it's digital.waylibrary.info. Okay, let's take a look at Libby. I've gone ahead and signed into my account. You'll see it says the Ohio Digital Library now at the top. In the top left-hand corner, we'll see search for a book. That's the search function. This is where you can type in the name of the book or the author you're looking for if you're trying to find something specific. Cancel out of that, and we'll be back here on the landing page. In the top right-hand corner, you'll see the icon for Libby. There's a number 1 up there. If you tap that, that's your notification center. This is where you're going to see any notifications that Libby has for you. It's the place where you can see the library you're currently signed into, in this case, the Ohio Digital Library. But if you had another library card, you can manage more than one library from here. This is also where you will find the help and support section, so you can find the frequently asked questions section, or you can reach out to Libby right there if you need further help with the application or if it's having trouble on your device. You can also adjust your preferences here by using the Preferences button on the left-hand side of the page. Change the format you're looking for, availability defaults. You can also use the Explore feature, which is over on the right-hand side. When we click that, it's going to give us some of the more guided exploring sections, such as kids' books, teen books, magazines, mysteries. You can scroll down, see what's new, what's popular, what's available. Again, because Libby is the same content we find from the Ohio Digital Library website, we can expect to see a lot of the same features here on this site, or within this app, rather. You'll see National Doctor's Day is being promoted right now in the center of the page. As we scroll down, you can see Read with Kindle. This feature is available for you to select Kindle books that are available to read through either their e-reader format or through your device. You can see you can read what's popular, what's new, what's available, both in ebooks and audiobooks from here. The Explore function is available again. And then we get into some of the other just features and highlighted curated media that they have available for you. We get a little further down the page, you can actually search by entire blocks of books, such as fiction, nonfiction, literature, fantasy, suspense, history. More can be explored by using the Explore More Subjects feature there. You'll see that there's a gigantic list of things that they've broken down for you here when you don't necessarily know what you're looking for, but you'd like a little help trying to narrow it down. Below that, you will see Lucky Day books. These are ones that are usually very popular titles that you can't place a hold on at these particular ones, but if it is available here and now, you're the lucky recipient of it. Just below that, you'll see Always Available. So these are ones that don't have a limit. Anybody can grab these anytime they would like. Beneath that, more highlighted, more curated content. Magazines can be found here. There's a list of over 1,500 titles. We click that one. We can start searching through them one at a time, or if you go up top, right underneath where it says listing 1,597 magazines, we can click the More feature. They'll break it down for you: news, lifestyle, politics, health, and on and on and on. All kinds of magazine content available here. And then we can see things for kids, picture books, more just added. Again, lots of things here to help you try and find something when you aren't necessarily sure what it is you were looking for. Again, all the same content that the Ohio Digital Library laid out on the website. If you look at the very bottom of the app, you'll see that this time we've been under the left-hand side where it says the library. That one's highlighted. If we click on Shelf just to the right, it'll jump us over to the Account section where you can see what's in my account right now. Anybody who watched the video we did about the Ohio Digital Library will see my copy of Egg and Spoon by Gregory McGuire there. I've also had a couple of holds come available in the meantime, and those are available here. I can see what I've recently returned. I can see my timeline and history of things I've used through the site here. I can also go to loans and holds and tags from this section. If I click on holds, I can see what I still have here. I can still manage that hold like I did on the Ohio Digital Library page. The nice part about the Libby app itself is that not only will it remember what you have read before, but if it was something you didn't get a chance to finish, when you check it out again, it will jump you right back to that section of the book. So if we go back to the library, we can click on what's available now and see some of the books that are available to be checked out as we speak. We can scroll through here until we find something that might be interesting to have. And let's see here. When Air Becomes Breath, looks like it's available, and this is one that has been popular for a while now. I can click Read a Sample, and you'll see it'll bring it up in the e-reader format for me, so I can read just a selection of this book, usually right at the very beginning. And then if I need to scroll through this one on my device, I simply swipe from the right-hand side to the left-hand side, and that will turn those pages for me. And then if I want to see exactly where I'm at, I tap in the middle of the page, and then you'll see the bar on the very bottom shows me my progress. And you'll see I'm still in the forward section of this book. I'm on pages 7 and 8 of 26 that are available, which is a nice feature if you'd like to get just a sample of that book before you choose to check it out. I might try something like Colson Whitehead's The Underground Railroad, and this is one that I can click on the cover and get more information about here on the Libby app. They will show me features like what format the book's in, who the author is, who published it, when it was released, copies, 6 of 90 available, audience, etc. I can click on Borrow. That will take me over to this page where I can select the Borrow feature, and it will check that one out for me for 21 days. So again, doing many of the things that we saw on the Ohio Digital Library website, just doing them within the Libby app, which lets me now open the book, keep browsing, go to shelf. That little icon on the left-hand side of the book cover there is the download process as it tries to get onto the device I'm reading it on now, which is a nice feature because then if it's in my pocket on my phone, I can take it with me anywhere I go. If I go to the shelf, I can see that that one is now on my recent loans. You'll see that it says reading now and still shows When Breath Becomes Air because that was the last thing I had open and reading on my device. But if I click the Colson Whitehead Read With, it will ask me if I would like to read it on a Kindle within the app or on a device or in Libby, this app, which I'm going to go ahead and select. We'll give that just 1 minute to load, and then we'll be at the very beginning of this book. Now, while I am in this particular view, where I've got the features for both the progress bar on the bottom and in the top right hand part of the app I get the 3 bars. I can change any of my reading settings or go to chapters and jump from where we are now on the cover right to what looks like the beginning of the book just past the dedication. Looks like it's somebody's name, which I'm not going to say out loud and embarrass myself. We will just jump right into what appears to be, 2% of the book, and we will be at the very first line or the very first page. So I'll tap the center of the page, I will go back, and now I am back in my shelf area. I can hit library at the bottom left hand side of the screen. On the last book I looked at, I can go to the top left, back to what's available, and then further up the page back to library, and I will find myself on the home screen for Libby and the Ohio Digital Library. I hope this was helpful. I hope you noticed a lot of similarities between this and the last video where we went through what the Ohio Digital Library has to offer and how you can use these items. I hope you all have a lot of fun reading or listening to books right now while we're at home doing what we can to try and stay sane. If you have any questions for us, please feel free to reach out to the Way Public Library, either through our Facebook page. You can call the library. We'll try and check those messages as frequently as we can. You can email us. And in the meantime, we wish you pleasant reading.